Hello, friends. Among the many names whispered in the halls of ancient India, one echoes with the weight of legend: the Kurus. Their land, spread across the fertile plains of what we now call Haryana and Delhi, was not merely a kingdom, but a memory carried forward from the epic past. For centuries, poets and storytellers would sing of Kurukshetra, the field of Dharma, where cosmic battles of duty and destiny were staged. But beyond myth, the Kuru Mahajanapada was very real, very human, and very political. The Kurus held a unique place among the 16 great states. While Magadha was sharpening its ambitions and Kosala flexing its strength, the Kurus leaned heavily on tradition. They were heirs to the legacy of the Vedic age, the custodians of ritual, sacrifice, and law. Priests and poets found patronage in their courts, and the Kurus became known as the keepers of order, where the codes of dharma and ritual life were practiced and refined. Yet, tradition alone could not shield a state from the restless winds of change. The Kurus, once mighty in the early Vedic age, found themselves gradually overshadowed in this new world of rising powers. Their armies, though loyal, were smaller compared to the swelling forces of Magadha or Kosala. Their fortifications, though respected, were not impregnable. Their kings, though remembered, were often more concerned with preserving honor than seizing new territories. But do not mistake caution for weakness. The Kuru land lay across vital routes of trade and pilgrimage. Merchants carried goods, monks carried wisdom, and armies often passed through their fields. Their control of Kurukshetra gave them symbolic authority, a reminder that this was no ordinary ground. To fight here, many believed, was to fight under the gaze of the gods themselves. The Kuru Mahajanapada also played an unseen role in knitting together the fabric of society. Their emphasis on ritual and law provided a cultural glue that held different clans, professions, and peoples together. While other states boasted of elephants, iron, or endless fields of rice, the Kurus boasted of something quieter: stability. They were not the loudest throne in the land, but they were the anchor that reminded others of where it all began. Still, the reality of the age could not be ignored. Ambition was the heartbeat of the Mahajanapadas, and kingdoms that stood still were often swallowed by those that marched forward. The Kurus, with their proud legacy, were no exception. Their name would live on in epics and rituals, but on the battlefield of politics, their star would slowly dim as Magadha, Kosala, and others rose. As my canoe glides forward, the waters reflect the weight of their story, of a people who carried the torch of the past even as the future burned brighter elsewhere. The Kurus remind us that not all power is measured in conquest. Sometimes it is measured in memory, in culture, in the very words that still linger on our tongues when we speak of dharma and duty. But our journey is not over. Beyond the Kurus lie other powers, quieter perhaps, but no less important. Matsya, Surasena, and the Middle States. These kingdoms did not command the vast fields of Magadha or the mighty fortresses of Kosala, but they played their own role in this intricate game of thrones. And so, as the river carries us onward, we leave behind the land of the Kurus, keepers of law, heirs of legend, and sail toward the world of the Middle Powers, where survival itself became an art.